Domain 4, Professional Responsibilities. Specifically, we're looking at how educators can grow and develop professionally. This is part 3 of 6, where we will really look at how a teacher can invite meetings and collaboration with colleagues. And the tools that we're going to cover today is called a back channel. All these tools fit under the back channel. You want to have a conversation about professional development. This is for reflection, and we need ongoing reflection, and creating a back channel is just one tool that we can use for reflection. Now, what is a back channel? That term, I know some of you are Googling away. What does that mean? It means that there's a conversation going on kind of behind the back of the presenter. It's still a public, and the presenter can look at it during or after the presentation, but it's like we're all passing notes electronically. And at first, sometimes people act a little goofy and, what's this or what's sports teams or what's for lunch, that kind of stuff. But with some careful crafting, you can really have rich conversation in a back channel. So again, this is a tool that you could use with students, but I would not start using a back channel without really talking about what we talk about, what we don't talk about. My rule in professional development, you can't talk about food because it just makes everybody hungry and look at the clock. But of course, every once in a while, somebody's, throws in a chocolate something here. But the site that we're looking at right now is called Today's Meet. Today's Meet is free. And what you do when you go to Today's Meet, you set up your own room. So you can't have Meg O because I have the room Meg O. So while I'm getting ready for professional development, I put this up on the screen, and then everybody can go meet me in the back channel. And I go about teaching, and everybody can access the back channel on their phones, their iPads, their computers, whatever device they can get to the internet, they can access the back channel. So here I'm working with Macomb High School, and so before, right when I got started, I just go ahead and said good morning, and then just put this up on the screen. So they have the address, they know how to get there. And then as people are coming in, it's a great way to immediately engage your audience. So the way it works, the first thing it asks you is, what is your name? That's the first screen before this one. You type in your name and you hit say, and it puts your name in there. And then what message? This is like Twitter. You're limited to 140 characters. Whatever you have to say it in 140 characters. Now, the good, the bad, the ugly, somebody could put in somebody else's name and back channel on their behalf. Okay, that could happen. So that's why you have to really talk about norms and things like that. But I have seen teachers very creatively use this as like characters from a book, or they come in and back channel from that perspective. So there's dialogue to kind of check for comprehension. I thought that was interesting. And then I worked with a history teacher that does back channeling from different historical perspectives. Kind of a great idea. You're focusing today on professional learning. So I'd imagine if we were all in the same department, we could make one Today's Meet room, and then we could have ongoing dialogue. If you look in the bottom, it says transcript or projector. Every once in a while, you want to click on transcript because that's going to save the entire conversation. Today's Meet used to allow us to have the room for the year, but in past couple of weeks, we've only noticed that it's only for a month now. So do hit that transcript, especially if you're brainstorming during a community meeting or something like that. If you need that information, hit transcript, and then it'll make a log for you. Now, it is all about collaboration. No more of these silos of every teacher being by themselves, go in their room and close the door. You have to grow professionally, and you need a network to do that. So this back channeling is one more tool in your backpack for collaboration. So here you go, set up your room, and then pick how long you'd like your room, and there. Now, a couple other things. You can't take anything back. Even though I created that room, there's no way for me to reach back in and take on an inappropriate comment. It's a free little site, and so that can be a problem. The other problem is during the recent elections, today's meet was overwhelmed. There were too many people that were trying to back channel during both the debates and the election. So that does happen. It's not perfect, but it works far more than it doesn't work. Now here's another example of a back channel. And earlier you've learned about Twitter. The back channel here is on the right. This is a presenter that's in Iowa right now doing a presentation, and somebody is in the session tweeting. They're tweeting. So the presenter's up there presenting, and whoever is doing this, whoever ATGWAEA is, they are retweeting or taking the gems that they're hearing, comprehending, and retweeting it. I'll tell you, as a presenter, it really helps you focus. Did they get my message? Did they hear me? Because you can see it reflected in the log, basically, that, yep, they got the message, or I was way off. So it really is a great reflection tool for you in the classroom, as well as during professional development opportunities. Now, if you have a learning management system, you probably have a chat or a discussion feature that can be used as your back channel. This is just a chat room, so you can kind of get a sense of it. Now, the only people that are in this chat room would be the people that are in the class. So you basically, if you teach multiple sections, you would have one chat room for each section. So this is part of my Schooltown learning management system. But one thing that I really don't use enough is this. This is the log. And the log I can go ahead and generate at any time. So if I'm concerned about a specific group, student, whatever it is, I can go ahead and generate the log. So if I say, please chat about the book 3 times before next Tuesday, I can go in here right away and see if they've done that. Or if somebody's off task, I can say, okay, look, I've asked you 5 times not to talk about food, and you're still talking about food. So it gives me that data that I need. Also timestamps everything so I can see when I'm working. So this is another way for you to back channel that really will help you to focus your professional practice, which is our goal and why we're here together today. So growing professionally, there's so many ways to do it, but now you have a new tool, a new word in your portfolio that's called a back channel. It's very interesting. Now while you're watching your favorite television shows and you'll see a hashtag appear that says, if you want to talk about this show, go to this hashtag. That would really be considered a back channel. You're not interrupting the show. You are just talking behind the scenes with other people that are passionate about that show. So thanks for joining me today.